If you're a man over 65, waking up in the middle of the night to urinate, feeling the constant urge to go during the day, or having a weak, interrupted urine stream may no longer feel unusual. These symptoms may seem harmless, but they could be the silent warning signs of an enlarging prostate, common condition that's often overlooked in older men. In my many years of counseling senior patients, I've seen countless men live with these uncomfortable symptoms for far too long, simply assuming it's just a natural part of aging. But the truth is this: age is not the only reason. Small changes in your daily habits show you drink water, move your body, eat, or even manage stress can silently influence your prostate health every single day. The good news is the prostate doesn't just age naturally the way many people think. It responds directly to your lifestyle and how you care for your body. And if you can recognize the early warning signs in time, improving and managing your prostate health doesn't have to involve medication or surgery. It can start with small but correct daily actions. In this video, I will reveal 10 daily habits that may slowly and silently enlarge your prostate. And habit number 1 is the most dangerous of all. This isn't meant to scare you, it's to empower you with the right tools and knowledge to protect your health. By the end of the video, you'll understand how to naturally and safely stop your prostate from growing further. So please, watch until the end and share this video with someone who might need this information. Now, let's count down the 10 everyday habits that could be enlarging your prostate without you even realizing it. Habit number 10, ignoring thirst and becoming dehydrated. In the journey of maintaining prostate health in older adults, there's one seemingly harmless habit that can cause serious long-term consequences: not drinking enough water each day. Many older men, fearing nighttime trips to the bathroom or simply wanting to avoid frequent restroom visits, deliberately reduce their daily water intake. However, this very behavior can quietly trigger changes within the urinary system and the prostate. When the body lacks proper hydration, urine becomes more concentrated and is more likely to irritate the bladder lining. Constant pressure from a full or irritated bladder can be transmitted downward to the prostate, located just below the bladder, and over time, this can lead to low-grade chronic inflammation, increasing the risk of prostate enlargement. This issue becomes even more concerning for those taking diuretics or heart medications, both common in men over 65, as dehydration can occur more easily and become more severe. The symptoms of dehydration may not be immediately clear, but can include frequent urination, urgency, the sensation of incomplete emptying, or urine that is dark in color or has a strong odor. Left unchecked, dehydration doesn't just affect the prostate, it can also impair kidney function and reduce overall quality of life. The solution is quite simple. Break your daily water intake into smaller portions and sip steadily throughout the day instead of consuming large amounts all at once. Let the color of your urine be your natural indicator. If it's clear or pale yellow, you're on the right track. Water doesn't just quench your thirst, it serves as the first line of defense in protecting your prostate from silent, age-related damage. Habit number 9, sitting too long without movement. In the daily lives of many older adults in the US, spending hours sitting on the couch watching television, reading the newspaper, or simply resting may seem harmless, even a natural part of relaxing in one's golden years. However, few realize that prolonged sitting without movement can be a silent factor contributing to the gradual enlargement of the prostate over time. When the body remains in a seated position for extended periods, the weight-bearing pressure on the pelvic floor, the area surrounding the prostate, reduces blood flow to this region. Poor circulation over time leads to decreased oxygen delivery to the prostate tissue, increasing the risk of chronic inflammation, a major contributor to prostate enlargement in older men. Additionally, the pelvic floor muscles, which support the bladder and aid in urinary control, can weaken from inactivity, making issues like incomplete urination or leakage more common. The early signs may be subtle: interrupted urination, difficulty starting, or a constant feeling of bladder fullness even after relieving oneself. But over time, these symptoms can severely impact sleep quality, daily comfort, and even one's confidence in social interactions. The solution doesn't require a dramatic change. Simply standing up and walking gently for a few minutes every 30 to 60 minutes, or performing light stretching exercises in place, can stimulate blood flow and reduce pressure on the prostate. Habit 8. Consuming too much caffeine. For many older gentlemen in the US, starting the day with a strong cup of coffee is an essential ritual. Sometimes, even quiet afternoons are accompanied by a warm cup of tea or a light iced coffee. But what often goes unnoticed is that consuming too much caffeine throughout the day can quietly put added stress on the prostate and bladder, especially in men over 65 whose urinary systems have become more sensitive with age. Caffeine acts as a potent diuretic, stimulating the kidneys to produce more urine. At the same time, it increases bladder muscle contractions, leading to more frequent urges to urinate and, in some cases, urgency or even leakage, particularly in those who are already experiencing prostate enlargement. Additionally, caffeine may tighten the bladder sphincter muscles, making it harder to empty the bladder and causing the sensation of incomplete urination. This can increase the risk of urinary tract infections or chronic irritation in the pelvic area. These symptoms don't always show up immediately, but over time, you may notice yourself visiting the bathroom more often during the day, and especially at night, leading to poor sleep, fatigue, and a decline in quality of life. What's more, many older adults turn to caffeine for the alertness it brings without realizing the long-term strain it places on the urinary system. The solution isn't to completely give up something you enjoy, but to manage it wisely. Try limiting yourself to 1 cup of regular coffee in the morning, then switch to decaf coffee or caffeine-free herbal teas for the rest of the day. Habit number 7, eating spicy and processed foods daily. At a certain age, our taste preferences begin to change. Foods need to be more flavorful, spicier, or simply more convenient to prepare, saving time and effort in the kitchen. However, this convenience can sometimes be a double-edged sword for prostate health, especially in men aged 65 and older. Frequent consumption of spicy foods and processed meals can be an underlying cause of irritation and gradual prostate enlargement. Spicy foods such as chili peppers, black pepper, or hot sauces stimulate the autonomic nervous system and increase blood flow to the pelvic region, where the prostate resides. For a prostate that's already mildly inflamed or enlarged, this stimulation is like adding fuel to the fire, potentially triggering symptoms like urinary urgency, burning sensation while urinating, or the feeling of incomplete emptying. Meanwhile, processed foods including canned goods, bacon, and fast food are often loaded with salt, preservatives, and saturated fats, all of which contribute to systemic inflammation and disrupt male hormonal balance, which plays a vital role in maintaining prostate health. The symptoms may not appear immediately, but if you frequently experience discomfort in the lower abdomen or find yourself waking up multiple times at night to urinate, it's time to take a closer look at your diet. The solution isn't a harsh restriction, it's a smart substitution. Opt for leafy green vegetables, antioxidant-rich fruits like blueberries and pomegranates, fatty fish such as salmon, and healthy fats from olive oil. These choices not only support prostate health, but also promote overall well-being as you age. Habit number 6, holding in urine for too long. In everyday life, the habit of holding it in can stem from many reasons: being busy, reluctant to look for a restroom, or simply wanting to avoid nighttime trips. But for men over 65, frequently delaying the urge to urinate can silently contribute to prostate irritation and gradual enlargement over time. When you hold in urine for too long, the bladder must stretch to contain a larger volume than normal, creating sustained pressure on the entire pelvic floor, including the prostate, which sits just beneath the bladder. Over time, this can lead to chronic inflammation, making the prostate more sensitive, more likely to swell, and prone to causing urinary issues. Particularly in older adults, the muscles that control the bladder weaken with age, leading to difficulty urinating, frequent urges, or incomplete emptying gall, without the person realizing that chronic holding may be the root cause. Common symptoms include a constant feeling of lower abdominal fullness, urinating frequently but only in small amounts, dribbling, or trouble initiating the flow of urine. If left unchecked, this can reduce quality of life and increase the risk of urinary tract infections or even acute urinary retention, a condition that may require immediate medical attention. The solution is simple but often overlooked. Listen to your body and urinate as soon as you feel the urge, even during the night. Developing a consistent and timely bathroom routine helps reduce pressure on the prostate and supports healthier, more stable urinary function over time. A small reflex, when respected, can offer big health benefits in your later years. Habit number 5, smoking or exposure to secondhand smoke. For decades, we've heard about the harmful effects of smoking on the heart, lungs, and circulatory system. However, one impact that's far less discussed but equally serious is the negative effect of tobacco on prostate health, especially in older men. Whether you're an active smoker or simply exposed to secondhand smoke regularly, your prostate may be silently enduring damage day after day. The toxic chemicals in cigarette smoke, such as nicotine and carbon monoxide, restrict blood flow to small, sensitive tissues throughout the body, including the prostate. Poor circulation means these cells receive less oxygen, impairing their ability to repair and recover, which can lead to chronic inflammation and accelerate prostate enlargement. On top of that, smoking contributes to oxidative imbalance, weakening the body's natural immune defenses and making the prostate more vulnerable to irritation and slower healing if damage already exists. Symptoms may begin subtly: frequent nighttime urination, burning sensation while urinating, urgency, or difficulty starting the urine stream. More alarmingly, long-term smoking has been linked to an increased risk of prostate cancer, a complication no man hopes to face later in life. The encouraging news is that the body has a remarkable capacity to heal if given the right support at the right time. Quitting smoking, avoiding smoke-filled environments, and consulting a doctor for support options, such as nicotine patches, behavioral counseling, or replacement therapy, not only improves respiratory health, but also gives the prostate a chance to calm down, reduce inflammation, and function more stably. Habit number 4, skipping regular health screenings. Many men don't visit the doctor unless something feels wrong, but this is a risky approach, especially after age 60. The prostate can enlarge silently, without any clear symptoms in the early stages. Routine checkups are essential for catching issues before they get serious. Some may feel uncomfortable discussing urinary or prostate-related problems, but the sooner you speak up, the more options you'll have to manage the condition naturally and effectively. The prostate can begin to change as early as your 50s, but after age 65, the risk of BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, or prostatitis increases significantly. What's concerning is that many men don't recognize early warning signs or assume symptoms like nighttime urination, weak stream, intermittent flow, or urgency are just a normal part of aging, and so they stay silent. This silence leads to missed opportunities for early intervention. Yet, a simple annual checkup, including a PSA blood test and digital rectal exam, DRE, can allow your doctor to detect inflammation, enlargement, or other irregularities early. With timely detection, natural, non-invasive treatment options can often be implemented without the need for medications or surgery. Especially for older adults in the U.S., Medicare covers most prostate screening services, making access to care easier than ever. That's why regular checkups shouldn't be viewed as something you do only when something's wrong, but rather as a proactive habitone that protects your quality of life, your sleep, and your confidence. Habit number 3, eating too much red meat. Red meat may be a staple in your diet, but consuming it daily can silently contribute to prostate enlargement. Studies have shown that excessive intake of red meat, especially processed types like bacon, sausages, and cold cuts, linked to increased inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate. Red meat, particularly when high in saturated fat, can trigger chronic inflammation, directly affecting prostate tissue, which is highly sensitive to hormonal changes and inflammatory responses. Additionally, the processing of meats with nitrates, preservatives, and excess salt can disrupt the balance of testosterone and estrogen and promote oxidative stress, creating an environment where the prostate can become enlarged and less efficient. Common symptoms include a heavy sensation in the lower abdomen, nighttime urination, a weak stream, and difficulty fully emptying the bladder. All of these issues interfere with sleep and daily comfort. But here's the good news. You don't need to give up red meat entirely. You just need to make smarter choices and adjust your weekly intake. Consider limiting red meat to once or twice a week, and instead focus on healthy protein sources such as grilled salmon, skinless chicken breasts, lentils, or soybeans. Plant-based meals are not only easier to digest for older adults, but also provide fiber and antioxidants that support natural inflammation control. A balanced diet doesn't just benefit your heart and digestive system, it's also a powerful gift for maintaining a healthy prostate every single day. Habit number 2, excess belly fat. Belly fat isn't just the extra layer around your waist, it's often a sign of hormonal imbalance and hidden internal inflammation. Visceral fat, the fat around your organs, releases inflammatory cytokines, chemicals that can affect the prostate, increase its size, and trigger uncomfortable urinary symptoms. Additionally, belly fat disrupts the balance between testosterone and estrogen, a key factor in regulating prostate growth. As testosterone levels drop and estrogen rises, which commonly occurs in overweight older men, the risk of prostate enlargement increases significantly. The telltale symptoms include frequent nighttime urination, weak urine stream, the sensation of incomplete emptying, and sometimes difficulty controlling the bladder. These issues silently reduce quality of life, disturb sleep, and lower confidence in daily activities. The solution is not extreme dieting or intense workouts. Instead, it begins with small, consistent changes, walking 15-30 minutes a day, reducing refined carbohydrates, cutting added sugars, and prioritizing green vegetables and plant-based proteins. Even a modest weight loss of 5 to 10 pounds can lead to a noticeable improvement in prostate-related symptoms. Habit number 1, failing to manage chronic stress. When the body is under constant stress, the adrenal glands continuously release cortisol, a hormone that increases inflammation and disrupts the balance of key sex hormones like testosterone. This imbalance can drive abnormal prostate growth, making symptoms such as frequent urination, nighttime trips to the bathroom, urgency, or pelvic discomfort significantly worse. Additionally, stress causes prolonged tension in the pelvic muscles, reducing blood flow and intensifying discomfort in the prostate areas, a method many men overlook. Beyond the physical effects, chronic stress also takes a toll on sleep quality, mood, patience, and the joy of everyday life, pulling individuals into a cycle of fatigue and anxiety. The most effective solutions are often the simplest but require consistency. 5 minutes of deep breathing each morning, a light walk outdoors, mindfulness or meditation, journaling, or simply having open conversations with loved ones. These small acts calm the nervous system, help stabilize hormones, and allow the prostate to rest in a meaningful way. Now that you know the 10 daily habits that may silently enlarge your prostate, the most important question is, what will you choose for your health? These aren't just minor lifestyle changes, they are powerful, proactive steps that can help you avoid months or even years of discomfort, sleepless nights, and unnecessary medication. If you're over 60, the time to act is now, not when the symptoms get worse. Start with just one small change this week. Drink more water, take a gentle walk each day, or skip one portion of red meat at dinner. Every right choice you make today helps build a stronger, healthier tomorrow. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If this information was helpful, please share it with someone you care about, a friend, brother, or anyone over 60 who may need the right advice at the right time. The journey of senior health doesn't have to be walked alone. And remember, with the right knowledge, it's never too late to begin healing. Take care of your prostate so it can continue to take care of you every day, every night.